What is up guys? Welcome back to my reaction channel. Today we're gonna be reacting to IPN TV, Game for Independence, Poland. This the third part of the Unconquered, But anyways, like the video guys, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell button for post notifications. If you have any suggestions, comment down below. With that being said, let's get into the intro.
High-stake games are played relentlessly, and to the very end. We use our greatest assets and go all in. We sacrifice a lot. We risk a lot. The history of nations has seen games in which everything was on the line, where independence was at stake.
Yo, the animations, bro.
In 1914, Europe is entering the decisive stage of a confrontation among superpowers. Russia, Germany, and Austria-Hungary are at war. A new world is about to emerge out of the rubble of old regimes. Poland will be restored to the map as an independent country. Poles have been waiting for this moment for 123 years, ever since their homeland, with a millennium-long history, was usurped by three neighboring countries. Polish people lost their country, while the political collusion of Russia, Germany, and Austria-Hungary prevented them from reclaiming independence. And yet, the spark of freedom has not been put out. Artists, poets, and thinkers will make the national spirit survive, and many a time will Poles rise up in arms against the oppression. However, only a conflict among the partitioning countries gives hope for independence. The understanding among the superpowers is dying on the battlefields of the Great War. Cannon and rifle fire reverberates throughout Europe. However, the road to Poland's independence leads primarily through quiet interiors of political offices. While soldiers pull triggers, the politicians decide where the bullets fly. Józef Piłsudski, Roman Dmowski, and Ignacy Jan Paderewski have the same goal, but different personalities. Piłsudski's vision assumes armed combat. His Polish legions will be formed based on Austria-Hungary and become an incubator for the cadres of the Polish army, as well as a military argument in political biddings. Piłsudski envisions Poland as a multinational federation. He exhibits exceptional intuition and iron will, combined with a predilection for the fait accompli tactic. Roman Dmowski differs from Piłsudski in all respects except for patriotism. He is not a revolutionary, but a thinker and a political writer. His idea of a nation-state will soon prove difficult to reconcile with Piłsudski's vision. In his quest for freedom, Dmowski places his bet on the Entente states and an alliance with...
I like how they introduce the key figures of Poland's success and Poland's history, the key figures in this kind of way in the cards, the animations just it reminds me so much of a game trailer. This thing reminds me more of a game trailer than actually telling the story of Poland itself, which is kind of cool.
With Russia, his Polish National Committee includes many supporters of this position. Ignacy Jan Paderewski is neither a brusque soldier nor a savvy politician. This famous pianist comes from the world of art. Paderewski's music attracts crowds and opens doors to political parlors. His captivating personality and diplomatic charisma win over an important ally for Poland,
this just proves
Woodrow
that
Wilson,
you don't need to be a
the
soldier
President
of your
of the
country.
United States.
You know.
Meanwhile, the superpowers bleeding out on the front lines of the Great War start bidding using the Polish card. All three emperors declare a willingness to establish a Polish state. However, the architects of independence can sense that the empires will soon lose their influence over the course of events. Everything is happening very quickly. Piłsudski refuses to swear an oath of loyalty to the German emperor and is imprisoned. Dmowski and Paderewski establish the Polish Army and Polish National Committee in France. The latter is recognized as the official Polish representative body. Poland has its diplomacy, though it still lacks its own territory. Several months later, the Bolshevik Revolution eliminates Russia from the struggle among superpowers. Western politicians have yet to notice the threat, but in 3 years' time, the Polish army, led by Piłsudski, will be the one to stop the Red Army near Warsaw. However, the winds of history are blowing not only in Russia. The beginning of 1918 brings a plan for the world worn out by war. President Wilson's 14 points contain a new model of international relations. The next to last point is the result of Paderewski's diplomacy. It assumes the creation of an independent Polish state. Meanwhile, the Great War is nearing its end amongst chaos and destruction. Poles gradually reclaim their country from the hands of crumbling empires. After being released from prison, Piłsudski takes power in Poland as the chief of state. Several days later, the world receives news unheard of in more than a century. The dispatch sent by Piłsudski announces the founding of a state. It declares, Poland is back on the map.
Welcome back.
The peace conference in Paris confirms this new world order. Poland is represented by Dmowski and Paderewski. The latter will reconcile long-term political opponents once again by taking up the office of the Prime Minister. The first chapter of regained autonomy has been written. The great game for freedom and sovereignty against the occupiers has been won. The young Polish state will soon face a trial. But now, Poland is independent.
Nice, bro. It's a game for independence, Poland. You know, I like the way they presented the key figures in Poland's history as a in-card animation, you know, which is in the past two videos I continuously praise the animation of the video itself because it looks like a game trailer more than a history lesson, you know. And yeah, about history, they explain it, you know. There's also this I like in the video because in the previous two videos they skim through a lot of things, they just hop in timeline and shit, but this one at least it explains some few key factors on how Poland became independent, you know. Also the animation and the timeline itself that was put in it is good. Alright, that's it guys. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell button for post notifications. If you have any suggestions, comment down below. Man, I've been repeating myself over and over. But hey, if you wanna see more of my reaction videos, head down to my playlist. With that being said, I'll see you guys soon.